Hyve! They're everywhere! Hyve! Yeah, that was pretty bad. I know. Hey guys, Asian Kyle here, and today I'm bringing you my update on the Hyve Technologies +1 and +2 base plates. If you've been watching me on these, my first video about the Hyve +2, I did mention that I had 2 failure to feed on last round. Let me clarify something right now, because I've had a bunch of people shoot me messages on my Instagram, as well as just a few people private message me here on YouTube. Those are the only failures I've had with this, and surprisingly, they only happened in the first 200 rounds. The first one, which was on this guy, they've both been on this magazine right here, labeled number 2, but none of the other ones. The first failure to feed was from a round that I dropped. It got dirty. I was like, yeah, I should probably just pitch that guy, but you know, the whole, well, that's like 15 cents I'm throwing away, and you know, one more recoil fun little seed I'm throwing away. I decided to use it anyways, and I did have a failure to feed. The round was dirty. It dropped into kind of muddy crap, so I don't think it was the gun's fault. I think it was the round's fault. It wasn't the magazine's fault, because that was the only one in that little stent for that box. The second one was also on the same base plate, obviously, since I have them numbered, as we see here. But it was with this one again. I'm really not sure what happened with that one, but 2 weeks ago, I put over 300 rounds through these base plates exclusively. Not one single failure to feed, failure to eject, double feed, nothing. No failures whatsoever. And I was shooting with my dad, and honestly, my dad doesn't have the best form. He kind of limp wrists a lot, and I was really worried that he was going to jam up this little 43. But no failures. None on the gun's part, none on the magazine's part, none on the ammo's part. So I can say without a shadow of a doubt that I trust these base plates fully. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just a growing pain period, breaking in or something. I don't know. Anyways, these two are actually hot. I know that. Get over it. They just came off my carry rotation. But as we see here, as far as the general size goes, they're really not that different in height. This being the red, obviously, this is what I use for my main carry now. And I kind of rotate between them all, but they are numbered, so that way if I'm out shooting and I have an issue with one, I know which one it is. So if you followed my last video, I actually got 3 of these +1s at no charge to me. No, Hyve is not paying me to make this video and talk good things about them. I purchased the +2s all on my own, and they said they were sending me one of these for free, and I got 3. So I gave one away last week because they are excellent, and I really like them, and I just wanted to share how awesome they were with someone else. So for you lucky winner who know who you are, congratulations on that. Hope you enjoy. But as you see here, they're really not that much bigger than, or the +1 isn't that much smaller than the +2, vice versa. They're just not that big as a whole. So let me go ahead and take these now, and I'm going to set them over here because I understand I'm probably freaking at least one of you guys out who are watching this with live mags on the table, but nothing's in the gun. And as we see here, the slide is back and nothing in the chamber. So we'll set this up here for now. But let's go and grab these two. So this one has been used quite a bit, not as heavily as this one. We'll just bring the live one back into it for a little bit here. Let's just talk about the wear and tear. So as we see here, the +1 that's brand new, that's only been used once, it holds its shine amazingly. The Hyve on there is still the kind of grayish white that it came with originally. Transitioning over to this one, as we see here, let me try and get some of the glare off of it. There we go, right up in the top there. How it's got just some discoloration. I'm not really sure what that's from. I've tried to clean it off. It doesn't really come off, so I don't know what it's from. Overall, it still looks really, really good. You can see some scratching there. It's to be expected, especially with something that you carry. As I bumped my camera. The Hyve on this one, it's kind of graying a little bit, just from it being used and me rubbing up against it, rubbing up against my clothes, yada, yada, yada. So it's to be expected. Overall, these things are actually holding up really, really nicely. I've dropped them a couple times, and they're really surprisingly tough. So no complaints on that front at all. Again, like I said earlier, let me try and actually line these up at the very bottom of my screen here for you. There we go. As you can see, the +1 isn't too much shorter than the +2, but as soon as you go ahead and actually stick it into your gun, and here we are, nothing in the mag well, nothing in the chamber, so safe direction. But as soon as you put these in the gun is when it really makes a huge difference. I carry with a +1 in my gun at all times now, just because 6 in 1's kind of lame, but as soon as now you get 7 in 1, now we've got some fighting potential just in case. I'm not one of those paranoid ones who carry 4 mags and 3 guns on me, guys. So, but in hand, you do get a full-size grip. Now I've got medium hands. Your mileage may vary, but for me, full-size grip with the +1. Now let's go and transition over here to the +2. And again, full-size grip, and this time I've actually got room for more, so I can actually get a nice, good firing grip on this gun. So, like I said, it doesn't look like the +1 is really all that much bigger than the +2, but as soon as we get it, and let's line it up right here, as soon as we kind of get it in hand, there we are. It's not much difference at all, but really, guys, every small little bit counts as far as being able to carry something and conceal. So I understand the Glock 43 is really small as is, and it doesn't really matter that much, but it's tiny for a reason. If you're going with a single stack, you might as well find a single stack to carry it with. So I can't even tell you how happy I am with these mag base plates so far. I think one of the main things that really attracted me to them was actually the price point. I saw last week that these guys were on sale. I think it was $19.99 for a +1, and these guys are usually like, what, 23 bucks at the time of this video. In other words, these things are super, super cheap. And the greatest part about it is they are in stock. In stock. I know for a while, and maybe even still, I just haven't looked just because I don't really care, but Terran Tactical was having an issue, especially with their +2s, just never ever being in stock, and when you'd find them on the secondary market and people are asking like twice the amount for them, I think that's ridiculous. So I know that they can only make so much at a time, and they've got a huge demand they've got to fill, but these guys are in stock. They come in multiple colors. So the green, red, blue, as you saw from my last video with these guys, they also come in like a purple, an FDE, a black, I think maybe a gray. I don't quote me on the gray, but they come in at least those colors I just mentioned, minus the gray. So there's plenty of options out there to personalize it for yourself. They also do come with, as we see here, that blue slide back plate. They sent me after they screwed up my first order. So again, the communication thing, they owned up to their mistake and they tried to make it better. So I just don't have enough good things to say about these Hyve base plates. Like I said, Hyve isn't paying me to do this, but I just believe in the product. So go and check them out. Again, I'll put the link to their website down below. Currently, they only make the base plates for the single stack Glocks, the 42 and 43. I know they're in the works. They've been telling people when they're in the works for making base plates for the extended Glocks. They're not extended, sorry, the double stack big boys. Also, they're coming out with new stuff all the time. For example, they just came out with their double stack slide for the 19 and 17. So they're always coming out with new and more stuff. So go and check them out, guys. Hyve-technologies.com and Hyve Technologies at Instagram. Thanks for tuning in. This is Asian Kyle signing out, bringing you the Hyve +1 and Hyve +2 baseplate update.